Hey, good morning guys. This is Sheila with What's Up Y'all this morning. And this morning I got an early start. In fact, Mr. and I've got some running around to do. And it's just going to be a busy morning, but also I have another project. That last project that I videoed, I forgot to speed it up. I bet y'all were bored out of your mind going, well, Mr. says, well, they got to fast forward on the thing. I said, yeah, but I'm so sorry. Hopefully today I have everything. You know, I told you I'm kind of spur of the moment kind of gal. And so I think first, I want to show you, what I'm going to do this morning. Well, let me just tell you about my morning. This morning I got up, as I said, I got up early in the morning. And well, not as early as I have been getting up, but I got up and kind of did my morning activities and made the bed. Tomorrow's Friday, so tomorrow's sheet day. So anyway, I got one more day before I have to change these sheets. So then Mr. and I have decided, because he just feels like, I guess he's just doing so much, you know, and that he needs help. And I do mow the yard, try to mow all the yard. I give him the big heel. And I do things that sometimes, you know how it is, ladies, you're inside and you do things and nobody really notices, like when you vacuum the floor. Does anybody ever really go around and say, dog, you just vacuum these carpets? Or dog, you didn't vacuum the carpets? Well, anyway, so the agreement was that in the morning, because I'm more of a morning person, that I would get up and feed the critters. And that's the 3 kitties outside, which is easy peasy to do. Is a little possum who will soon be 21 years old in November. So she only takes a little bit. And then Sammy, of course. So I did that this morning. Then I came on down here to the she shed, they shed, he shed, and kind of looked around. I said, well, I really need to tackle that today. So I think that's another video, because there's so much to do down here. I can't even move around. But I need to return some stuff to Amazon, and I need to return our Starlink that went kaplooey. It was just a defective one, I guess. So we got that set up yesterday, and boy, is it going like speed of light. And I'm so glad about that, because now, again, I can get my videos out a lot faster, which I'm so thankful for. But I wanted to show you today, I'm going to make a small riser out of a little oval picture that I got in picture frame. And I'll show it to you. Well, anyway, this is the picture frame, and it had, I thought about keeping it at first, if I can get a hold of it, this picture in it. And so I was going, well, I'll just save this for something else. Kind of like that, don't you guys? But anyway, it is what it is. I've already made my mind up what I'm going to do. So, and then of course here's the glass that I took out. And I've got to clean that up really well. But what I've decided today is that I'm going to make this a small riser. And, you know, with the indention there, I thought it would be a cute little riser. And I went over to my pile of spindles, and I found 4 of these. So I probably only need 2 because the ends are the same. So I'm going to cut off for the legs. So we're going to be doing that today. And I've got these, I don't know if I ever showed you this or not, but I thought they were something else, but it just hit me that what I could do is these little paper, you know, you can't decoupage them on because they still stick up, they're not good for that. So I said, you know what, Sheila, what we're going to do is we're going to paint this. And then I'm putting of course, the glass in. But up under the glass, nothing sticks up. I'm going to put these little like little cardboard pieces up under there, right? So I'm going to do that, and then put my glue, hot glue, and then put the E6000 glue on the bottom, where the legs are. And again, I'll probably paint it because this brown just is kind of drab. So I'm going to be painting that. I kind of wanted to show you that I'm trying to come up to times. And other people, they're always putting stuff like they got it in order, they got everything super and everything. Have you seen them YouTube people? I ain't knocking it. I just go, boy, they sure are organized. And they got their makeup on and they look pretty. I ain't got a stitch of makeup on. And I sure you're kind of going, Sheila, maybe put some makeup on you. Maybe you just be more photogenic. Well, I didn't. So, and then when they got the workspace that they're doing, they got these little flowers, like in a little vase or something, sitting over there. So the setting of them doing the actual project, it looks pretty. I wish you could see my mess. Look at that. That's my setting. Woo. I haven't, well, if I can't get you around now, I just didn't do that. So anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to be back with y'all in just a little bit. I'd say go get your tea, but that's later when I get back, kind of early, not unless you like hot tea. But we're going to go ahead. I think the post office opens at 8. I want to get those things gone. You got something that just kind of lags right there, and you got to get it done, and it just irritates you because you don't really want to go, but you got to get it done. Well, that's the way I feel this morning. And so I want to get that. Mister wants to go to the grocery store. I mean, I'm glad that we're still able to go to the grocery store. But I'm going to tell you a little story. And I'm really not going to make this video that long because I don't want to bore y'all stiff. But when I was a little girl, and maybe some of you can relate to different things in your life. Because these glasses, I might need to stop by Walmart so they can adjust them. But when I was little, I'd be outside playing and just having the best old time. I remember I was like 5, 6, 7 years old. And my grandmother, God rest her soul, I love her to pieces. But it seemed like, of course, she worked second shift. So I always wanted to go to the grocery store. And so she goes, by my middle name, Diane, but she goes, Dine. She goes, Dine, come on. We got to go to the grocery store. And I'd be right in the midst of playing. Hard playing and just enjoying myself. I had to stop what I'm doing to go to the groceries. I don't know why she didn't leave me with Papa. I guess maybe she didn't think that he would keep his eye on me like she would. So I'd have to quit what I'm doing. This happened all the time. And so I'd have to, quit what I'm doing to go with her. And then it was the A&P. I don't know if y'all remember that, not A&P store. So we'd go to the A&P. But the way that she would get me to go, she goes, I don't know if y'all remember this or not when you were little. You know them animal cracker cookies that come in a little box? It looks like a little circus thing on the front. And you've got a little handle on it, little string handle. Animal cookies, and they'd have elephants and lions and all kind of little animal cracker cookies things. That's the way she'd have to bribe me. She goes, now, Di, now you know that when we get there, she says, we're going to get a box of animal crackers. Well, that kind of smoothed things out a little bit. But I'm saying all of that is that to this day, I go when I have to, and I'm thankful that I can, because the way the world is going right now, you better start stocking up. That's all I got to say. And probably when I go, I'm going to go, Mister, I'm going, oh, we need to go get some of this. Let's get a couple more cans of that, so. Anyway, but it's just something in the back of my mind about going to the doggone grocery store. So I was saying all that. I got to quit what I'm doing here. You know I want to do this because I love doing my crafts. And I'm going to show you what we're going to be working on. But first, I got to go to the post office. I got to go to the grocery store. And I hope there's no place else he wants to go. I'm just not in the mood. You know, some days you just got not in the mood. I'm getting more like that than, I don't know if it's getting an older thing. I don't know. I'm getting where I just don't want to go nowhere. I just like being home. I've become a homebody. Now, some people like just, I mean, we do go riding sometime. Now, I like riding, but I like riding in new places. And I think we wore out all the roads around here. But I do like to go riding. No music, just have the windows open. Depends on if it's hot or not. But, you know, put Sammy in the back. But anyway, let me get off here. Let me get my stuff. Oh, and then we got to go by my booth. And so all the stuff that I showed you in one of the other videos that I've done, I've got to price those and then write it down. And so we can take that. Also got a little shelf that I got on Marketplace for like 10 books. And so I'm going to clean that up really well and go. And here's another thing. When I go down there to my booth, boy, am I venting today. When I go down to my booth, there's people on each side of me, and one's like right there at the corner. And we're only supposed to have 4 feet. I mean, dog, I just believe the people on both sides of me, because when you look at my space, it's like this. You look at theirs, they're just spread out. I'm taking my tape measure today because I'm going to measure that. And guess who's going to get moved over? You're not pushing me out of this game, by golly. So I told Mister, I said, when I go back down, and I'll let you know about that. I might take y'all along with me so you can see what I'm talking about. Anyway, I got to put my shelf up. And there's just some things I got to do this morning. So we're going to go ahead and head on out. Because it is, let me look and see what time it is this morning. It is 7:37 this morning. So the post office stuff opens at 8. And I've got to go get my paperwork that they sent me to print out to put on my packages to, you know, to send back. And, ooh, there's a bug over there. I don't know what kind he is. He looks big. I think I'm going to go and get out of here. So, let's go for a ride. So come on, let's get in the car, let's get Sammy packed up, and we're going to go on down to the post office and do my other stuff. So come on, we're going to make this a good time, aren't we? Yeah. All right. I'll see y'all in a minute. Okay guys, here it is. This is, and I know that you're going to notice some of the things that I was working on. Remember that, and my bottle back there, and my 2-tier tray, the little napkin holder, the bird bottle. So, and then we brought this little cabinet out, shelving out, so I could put stuff on it. It's getting filled up, so now it's time to sell some stuff, don't you think? And of course that's mine up there as well. So this is what it looks like right now. And here's the other window that I have. I think I'll set that over there. I'm afraid it's going to get tipped or hit right there. So I think I'll move it over down here. What you think? But that's it. A lot of little pocket posies. But anyhow, and still got things to create. And as I do, I will take some of these down. I'll use them at another craft show that's supposed to be coming up. So it's all good. It's all good. And just wanted to show you. Okay, let me move this window over here. I think that it might do well. Let's see. I just don't want people to. Let's see. Well, now that's going to cover up my goodies back there, I think. Yeah, that covers up the goodies. So, I don't know. It really needs to go up on the wall. But, anywho, I'll figure it out. Okay. Well, I'll see you back at the house.
Mister's out here because, not that he doesn't trust me on this thing, but doesn't have a guard, so we got to maybe look into another one. But this right here, we're cutting the legs for this this project that we are doing. So we only got 3 more to cut. Here we go.
Ready?
No, you're in the wrong one.
Right there.
On over a little bit. Yes, smidge. There you go.
Had it.
Yep. Okay, thank you, hon. All right, we got them cut, so these are going to be our little legs on that picture frame. I hope it's going to fit well. I hope it's not going to be too big there on the end. But let's go see. And see, I still got plenty of spindles on this for legs on other projects.
Okay, guys, we just got finished cutting the spindles, and I got out my sander and tried to sand the ends of them, because this is the side that's going to fit on the floor, and I didn't really want it uneven. So the next thing to do to make this riser, remember that I'm taking an old picture frame that had, I can't find it, had the bird picture in it that I'm going to keep. No, it didn't have a bird picture. It had flowers. But anyway, I'm going to, I didn't really want to put another picture in it and hang it up on the wall. So I thought, well, Sheila, why don't you just make a little riser? That's why I cut the feet. Now, I'm going to paint it all, but I'm going to glue the feet up under there. See that? Isn't that cute? Well, it's going to be cute. And then I'm keeping the glass, and as I told you, I'm sorry about all this mess. That's my next thing I got to do. I have got to clean up this shop. I guess I've been doing so many projects, and normally I clean up after myself, but actually I didn't clean up real good when I came out here to clean up and get organized. I didn't finish the task, and I had all this stuff that's in the middle of the floor right here, and I can't get around. Anyway, let's get back to this. So, oh, these are my blades to my new, can y'all see it? My scroll saw. I'm so excited to cut out my gingerbread men, but I'm still talking, rambling on, except doing this project. So let's get back to the project. Okay. So, I kept, of course, the glass that I'm going to put in it. And remember, I don't know if you do or not, but I'll just go ahead and tell you. I bought these little cardboard things. And you can't Mod Podge them. They don't, because they're just too thick and hard and stuff. So what I thought about doing then to utilize them is that I'm going to cut it out, which I did, which is just a big square. But I'm going to cut use this drop cloth that I got from Harbor Freight, and I'm going to go ahead and use this as my guideline. And I'm going to cut it just a little bit bigger because I want it to kind of come over the edges. And then, of course, I have the backing as well to put behind it. But what you see on the front side, it couldn't just be cardboard with this. So that's why I got the drop cloth. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to trace it out. I have different color pencils, so I'm going to use this one, and like I said, I'm going to cut it just a little bit bigger so I can kind of wrap it around. So let's go ahead and do that. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and trace it out, but when I cut, I'm going to cut a little bit further out. Okay, now this just kind of gives me a guideline. Well, Sheila, you going to be able to see that pencil mark? No, I'll use the other side. But anyway, let's see how that goes. Yeah, so there you go. And as far as tracing it out, can y'all see that? I don't know. The light in here is just terrible. I don't know if you can see that or not. But anyway, I did do it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut out around it. Like I said, cut it out just a little bit beyond where the line is. Like I said, the line was only to give me a guideline, so I'm not cutting all wonky. Well, now I can't hardly see the lines. I need me a better light. It's shining over my shoulder. Now look, I'm getting too close to that. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I did good. Let's just, like I said, I didn't cut it real big, but you know, out from the trace line. Oh, and when I cut my drop cloth, I started, of course, from the end, and I saved the outer edges, the seams, because you can use them on other projects. Okay, now I haven't painted, I think, as you've probably already seen, the legs and stuff. But anyway, there is the oval. So I don't even have my glue gun. I'm gonna go ahead and hook this up. I tell you, today, my goodness, I'm always having trouble. Today, it was one of those days again. Okay. Well, today, it was just one of those days again. I bet I've made 3-4 trips up there. Well, first off, I come down here and I forgot the thing again that goes on the bottom of my camera so I can put y'all in the grandstand. Then I came down and go, okay, let's get started. Then I had to cut the spindles. So the saw wasn't set up, so I had to go get Mister, because he doesn't really want me to use that saw because it didn't have a guard plate on it, and I do not recommend y'all using anything without the guard plate on it. I mean, it could just be a yank on it, cut your fingers off. Better watch that. So anyway, I got him to come out here because he's familiar with it. We want to get another one. I want one that I can use. So anyway, so he came out and cut the spindles for me, and I'm going to paint them. I've decided that, of course, as you know, that I always use white. But what I'm saying is, so I had to go up there and get them to come down here. No more than I did that. Now I'm looking at them, these things are wonky. When he cut them, it was just like, they weren't even. So we had to get them even. So I had to go back up there, get Mister to come back down here so we can cut them, get them even. Then I needed to sand it. Well, guess what? My sander in the box over there is not set up. So I had to go back to the house and tell Mister. And here's another thing. Then I had to go use the bathroom because I drank coffee today. And again, what's that say? Strawberry. Now, y'all know I don't like the strawberry. I'm just trying to drink it up so I can get to the good ones, the vanilla and the chocolate. I'll be glad when these are gone. Anyway, they're too expensive to throw away. So I didn't even gulp it down. I bet you I got probably that much still left in it. Well, anyway, so I had to go get my drink, and then I had to go get my, today, there's a little bit of the orange left over, but today, he got grape yesterday. So I'm kind of excited about drinking the grape, and I've already got my cup of ice. But anyway, in saying all that, guys, I've just been so absent-minded lately. I don't know what's going on with me. So back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Whew. I done got my exercise for today. Anyway, so here is the glass. And when I put it, can y'all see, guys? No, you can't because I put you up in the grandstand. So I've got just enough to curl that around. Praise the Lord, glory to God. Actually, I'm not going to put it on the glass. I'm going to put it on my cardboard here. Here we go. And I'm going to hot glue it, which I just now plugged up my hot glue gun. And so I'm going to glue that on there. Once we do that, oops, that's the wrong side. Remember, I can't do that with the blue lines. Then I'm going to lay these on there. Let me put that down there. So I'm going to kind of use that like that. And I'm going to put the glass over it, of course. So these suckers don't move around, these little butterflies and stuff. It doesn't move around. Then I'll put it in the frame. That'll be painted. Put the legs on it, and then there you go. You're going to have a cute little riser that you can put in your bathroom. And I like this because it's kind of deep, so when you put something on there, it's not like an oval frame that if you put it on there, it's going to be wonky. So I'm looking forward to that, getting this project done. Oh, there's that little picture of flowers I was going to tell you about. I don't know, maybe I'll decoupage that onto something, make it look antique. So what I'm going to do next, I've already got this cut out. This is good. Glue gun is heating up. So I'm going to take this outside and I'm going to spray paint it. Or I can just, no, I'm going to spray paint it. That's just so much quicker. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Then I'll be back. We're going to let that dry. Then I have to come back and then put a second coat on it. Also, I've got to go out and spray paint these as well. So I'm going to take all these outside and do that. And then I'll come back in once it's all dry. And we're going to put the protective coating on it as well. And it's be almost finished. All right, let me go do that and then I'll be back. Okay. Everything is dry. It has 2 coats of paint on it. Then I've sprayed it with some clear protective sealant. So my next thing to do is I want to go ahead and put the frame in. So let me just, and it doesn't have any nails or anything in it, so I'm going to have to put this in without the nails around the side, you know, that holds the picture in. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in because it won't fit the other way with the nails in it. Believe me, I tried to get it out, and well, I can't really get it in. Let's see. There we go. Now we'll put this in, and it's not going in well. I guess I'm going to have to push it in. Let's just look at it. Man, I got to turn the light. Hold on, guys. It's probably that. Okay, I've turned on the light, so how's that? Isn't that better? So, I think I have a backing for it. Maybe not. Maybe that's what that was. Which is fine. I think that's it, because there's nothing else that really can fit in here. So what I'm going to do next, I've got these little itty bitty nails. I'm going to try to hammer that in on the side, and I'm going to get my itty bitty little hammer here to do that. So let's see if I can do it. I'm not sure. Okay, my next step, you know, I've already painted the little legs and stuff on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my hot glue gun, and I'm going to go ahead do this and see how it's looking. Okay, I think that will be good right here. So
So I'm going to go ahead and put the E6000 on it. Put a little hot glue, then also put this on it. And here we go. So put a little E6000. Now let me put a little hot glue here so we make sure it adheres. And I'm going to go ahead and flip it over like that. Push down on it. And I'll probably just put something with some weight on it. Now this has got some weight. And, but let me show you before I take you out of the grandstands. Okay guys, this is it. So, as you can see, you know, and then of course this is not going to move around. The flowers and stuff are not going to move around because I put, you know, hot wax there too. And that's just a little bit pulling from that over there, this right here. So, but this is the little legs that I put on it. So you can put, you know, about anything, no matter what part of the room that you want to use it in. But anyway, that is my picture frame to my little riser. Well, I hope that I inspired you to do something, maybe even with some old picture frames or something that you don't really like. You can always do something like this. And anyway, I hope that you learned something. I appreciate every single one of you. I love you and thank you for the new subscribers, and I welcome you to my channel. But remember that Jesus loves you. He really does. And I love you. And until the next video, bye y'all.